Morning, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of National Farm Machinery Show. Sorry for the late start. We had some technical difficulties we were sorting out on the back end to even get this thing up. But thank you for being up early and joining us. You guys had a late night, as I understand it.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can explain that one.
Farm show's about sleep deprivation sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. We had to restart. Super socked. Had a bunch of liquid go on the track, which for the amount of liquid that was on the track, I'm not sure I wouldn't have done the same thing. But we thought the cold weather was going to play a huge factor in that super stock class last night, and it just ended up not, because there were 2 or 3 of them that got to run once, and they already had heat in it, and as cold as it was outside, that ended up working out for them. So we ended up we were just outside looking in by 3 1,000ths of a foot.
Yeah, 3 1,000ths of a foot. 0.787 was the final digit for Jordan Lustig, and 0.784 was Brendan with Living a Dream. So they're on the outside, but it was wild. It kind of gave the guys that already had a shot down the track a chance to re-weight and spin it harder if they wanted to. Like Lustig came out whole much harder than he did the first time around.
Yeah. And I mean, that was the only downside, is that you were going to have guys that ran twice and they knew what they had to do to change it. Because, I mean, they changed the sled too. They stripped, said the sled was too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I mean, it didn't lack excitement. That's for sure.
Definitely. We had some grenades.
No, yeah. That was
the thing I was really wanting to
The fuse was a little too short on a couple of them.
Yeah. The thing I was wanting to know the most last time was how they determined which one of the guys that ran before was coming back when. I never heard how they determined that, because, I mean, all of a sudden we just saw Blackburn pull up and first, and then
Galot came back.
Yeah, we went right back to Galot. So that was the only thing we were curious about. But other than that, I mean, still a great class. I mean, we nailed the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a hell of a pass.
Yeah. Yeah. It's HD, man. That's all you can say about it.
Yeah, it was on a roll.
That's really all you can say.
Yeah, we did better with our rankings. We redeemed ourselves a little bit from Thursday's disaster, but yeah. Anyway, always exciting down there. That's why you got to hook them up. You know, that's why we got to run. You don't race paper. You got to go against that sled, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong.
Yeah, Pro Stock was a lot of fun last night too.
Pro Stock was exciting in every aspect of it, whether it comes to the boom or stick up in the sand pile.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, that was one way for a game to go out. I gotta say that. So, anyway.
All right. Well, we ready to roll indoor?
I think so.
Yeah. You know the crappy part about last night though?
What was that?
I just talked to Tim Kane yesterday afternoon. He said the only thing I've got to do is take the turbo off.
Well, that job should be easy.
Hopefully nothing got stuck down in there. Oh,
it went boom.
So. Well, you know what? And that's the thing. Like the pros, everybody's got an intercooler. That's a very big help. He doesn't have one though, does he?
No, he told me last night. He said it's there, but it doesn't have any ice in it.
Because any air going through it, it still acts as a big filter. You know, it'll catch a lot of crap.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah,
that's exactly what he said yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think the pass it made was pretty.
It made a good pass. He was,
it felt like
probably in the middle of the pack, but for what it was a good pass.
I feel like it ran harder than it had in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It went upstairs and stayed upstairs, and he was running it really hard. But it assessed the damage afterwards. It was the hoods and everything were rough.
Yeah.
So
I did get grenaded right in the shoulder last night though by a piece of dirt off of Lustig's first run. It split between 2 people and just drilled me right in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And bonked some poor little kid down in front of us on the head. I think it was a direct hit. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, all right. Let's get into the morning session. So,
what classes he got first? I can't see.
Super stock trucks.
Yep, they are the first class this morning.
We're gonna go to Pipe Dream because we've only got 10 of them today.
one of the Chaos trucks. Still trying to work the kinks out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Indoor track. Don't know if he's ever run indoors with this truck, so it's
I
gonna
don't think they have.
it's gonna be a learning experience nonetheless.
Yeah, he number 2 hook too.
Yeah, early in class. So
Yeah, number 11 is going to be the Bad Company truck.
Yep. Sorry.
Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's
Oh,
the
all right.
My bad. What am I looking at?
um,
Big grief.
no idea.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Yep, nut job. Gonna be Sean Hodges actually driving this one, from what I've been told.
Oh, is Sean going to drive it?
Mm-hmm.
So is he driving too?
No, because Aiden is driving.
Oh,
Aiden's
duh.
driving the on borrow time, and Sean's gonna drive the nut job too for the Littman family.
Huh.
So
Yeah, you were talking to her yesterday, weren't you?
yeah, they're trying to get some data on it. Changes from when they bought it from Brian Withrow, and they said it's just gonna be a learning experience. So
Yeah. And I mean, that's kind of been something you and I have done this week overall is during the day, we've kind of split apart a little bit while you guys have gone through the farm show, but we've also been in Broadbent at the same time talking to everybody kind of different.
yep,
So that's been a lot of fun to gather up some info. So number 8 seed is going to go to Stony Hargett and Sound of Madness. I'd be curious to know if he's put on a bigger charger because I know Stony and Stony likes to win.
That's why we do it.
So I didn't get a chance to ever catch him yesterday, but he is hooking number 3. So I'm going to be curious to see how he does.
same here. Going up to the number 7 spot, we're gonna go with Crosswire to Keith Witt.
Leading it off.
He is leading off the class this morning, so that could play a huge factor in it. Could play in his favor very well. It runs really solid. Like I said, I'd be curious to see what charge he has on it. If he does go up to the big charger like Ingram's do, or if he keeps the 3.6 on it.
Was that another 3.6?
Mhm.
Yep.
How many 3.6s do we have?
We have
3
one-
technically.
Yes, 3 technically.
Yeah, technically speaking.
So
So number 6, we're going to go to One Nation.
Carl Butler, out of the state of Pennsylvania, up by Chaos area, and this truck's still work in progress with them. They're getting a lot better with it, but compared to the top half of the group, I think where we have them is kind of It's respectful.
Yeah, I mean, he ran really good in Diesels and Dark Corners from what I saw.
That is very true. Very
Ran
true.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it goes. Number 5, we're going to go to On Borrowed Time. I don't know what this one's going to do. I didn't see it a ton. Charles, do you know where he ran majority of the year?
I think they spent a lot of time with full pull productions and CS promotions and basically just running out east. I mean, it's got great stuff in it. It's a Chaos motor. It can make all the power. I just we don't see them stack up with the PPO and NTPA guys all that often to really kind of know where it's at.
Yeah, not anymore. We don't. Sadly.
Doesn't mean that can't change this coming
Yeah.
season.
Number 4, we might miss this one. Shy with Ingram.
This is Shy with Brady Ingram. They more than likely will have the big charger on it. And it has success with the big charger. So this is gonna be real interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That one.
Yep. To see this, he's pretty early in the class, and Brady's a good driver.
Yeah. We're gonna come to the volunteer state for number 3 with the caretaker Chase Eller, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He ran good in Diesels and Dark Corners too.
You want to talk about an RPM truck? This one, in my opinion, has probably got the most RPMs out of a diesel truck, besides another one that's on
And
the
the
list.
thing about this truck, he loves it up here.
Mm-hmm.
He absolutely loves it.
He had success last year. Wasn't he top 3 last year?
He won it.
That is true. I believe it.
No, he won it.
Well,
Charles, rewrite.
Well,
There's a
yeah.
historian here.
well.
Well,
Up to the number 2 spot, and that's the other Shy truck. And we're going to go with Kent Crowder, and that is the multi-charger truck, the Shy Diesel crew.
Mm-hmm.
Successful truck, nonetheless. Very hard runner. Could very easily take the win today. But I think we just got to put respect on the name of the man we got in number 1. And Charles, you got that one.
yeah, Rock Hard Ram, Van Hazley. I mean, they have
We did again.
done everything there is to do in this sport. along with Crowder and the Shy Truck, really, those two are kind of like the OGs of multi-charger, cut tire pulling. But, man, it's hard to go against either one. But just out of respect for Hazley's and what they've managed to accomplish, we had to go number one with them.
Charles, we did it again today, by the way. It goes Eller, Crowder, and Hazley, so it goes 3-2-1 back to back to back.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes the bingo balls just work out that way.
Yeah.
Be a good stack up for them.
Let's go light pro stock.
This one, I think I'm honestly the most excited to see this one.
Do we have any components?
No,
I
but
had to. It was the low hanging fruit of the day. It was there.
we do have someone who is normal component like pro.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one's going to be
One of them could have been if they had gotten it done. But
right.
Yeah, no joke.
No, this
was Farm Show allowing it though either?
that's a great question. I don't know where.
I think
I can't see where they really would, because that change came down so late. It wouldn't be fair. I think it was that rule change took place after everybody had applied.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep. Number 12 though, we're gonna go to Never Enough. I walked around and saw this tractor yesterday. I thought it was gonna be a John Deere. I was wrong. It's white.
Yeah, it's a case.
Not the brand white, but
it's a white case from out east. It runs a lot on the East Coast Pro Pulling Circuit.
mm-hmm.
It's a solid runner, but
I've never seen it.
I think for the guys that we have above him, he doesn't run against them a whole lot. I could think of two on here that you run against,
Mm-hmm.
and they have just had a lot more success running on the big circuit than he has.
Yeah. That's going to send us to number 11, the Two Relentless of Meadows. I was talking to somebody else yesterday. They were talking about how much they had going on and everything. And that's why they hadn't been out nearly as much this year. But Two Relentless, I mean, in my opinion, it's the better running out of the two. You can kind of count this up a little more to be accurate with this one.
No, I would agree with that.
I
A lot more success and a lot more consistent.
Could I see maybe them going component? Maybe.
That's a possibility. Up to the number 10 spot, going out to the Outlaws, just another buck with Trent Grimes. I don't know if he's a farm show rookie at all, but it is a very hard run tractor on the Outlaw series. Does very well. I'd be interested to see how he stacks up against these guys, because I haven't seen him run in person.
Yeah. We're guaranteed a new winner this year too, aren't we? Because Shagnasty won it last year.
Yep, we were guaranteed a new winner this year.
I just now realized that. Oops. So number 9, we're gonna go to the Weekend Mistress. You know, I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I get to see Kurt run a lot up on WTPA and Badger State Region 3 area. It's a very solid runner. Very solid runner. It's consistent nonetheless, but I don't think it's had, like when we had our ranking show, I don't think it has that killer instinct that we've seen out of other tractors. It has the potential nonetheless.
I mean,
it has the potential.
I'm not gonna
knock it any, but
I don't want to say it though, because like I've never seen it.
that's
I've just never seen it. Yep, number 8, Charles Meaton. You saw this guy run in January, just getting started. And
yeah, Hopkins is a pretty strong tractor. I feel like we shorted this one.
he
wild card. I will put that right out front. Wild card.
Yep.
What pump does he have on?
It's a P pump.
The SP pump.
It's a P pump tractor. Yep.
We're going to go to North Carolina next with the High Gear Harvester of the Beasley family. That's my wild card for the day.
Yeah, Beasley's been around the light pro stock for a long time. They know their setup.
I'd be curious to know their thoughts on component stuff.
Yeah, as mainstays in that light pro stock class, they have a lot more insight on this. So, like you said, a wild card nonetheless. I think this could be short for them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah. Up next, we've got another farm show rookie and Devin Riggin in the Bandit. He ran really good in Chip Shawana. That kind of sold me for putting him as high as I did.
Yeah, it's if he does what he did at Ship, it's going to be a hard charger. I mean, he spends most of the year running a pump. He's got the big P pump on it for this weekend, just as he did at the Ship. And Yeah, Devin's the threat.
It's a beautiful tractor.
Coolest helmet, by the way, of all the NFS competitors this weekend as well.
I got you. Number 5, we're gonna go to NCPA Region 2 champion. One of them.
Mm-hmm. Travis Tilton, always something. He's the one that leading off class today. Early hooks, known for success. We don't know. It happened not very often last night, but this afternoon it could be a complete turnaround. So we'll have to see how he takes advantage of it.
Yep. Number 4, we're gonna go to Defiant. He runs mainly on the IPL side of things. He ran really good at Shipshewana too. I think did he win the flight or was that in the combo?
I
believe it's a flight
like combo, and I believe he was also the 9,000 champ for IPL South, if I remember right, for 2022.
Okay.
You get to see it a couple times, don't you, Charles?
Yeah, I do. It's a good running tractor, and I like kind of the distressed look of it too.
Yeah. Number 3, you take him. You know him.
Number 3, I get to see all summer long. Black Thunder Alan Cook.
I can't type.
Very hard running tractor. It's second place once, and didn't have luck at Farm Show last year, but doesn't mean they can't have it this year.
Absolutely. We're still here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have that internet thing popping up on our side again. So we're going to go to number 2 is going to be the Bare Necessities of the Wiederhold family. Can't deny what they've done. I mean, if you want a safe pick for your pick'em contest, I feel like this is it. I don't know how many of those we said last night, though. Actually,
we did.
But those turned out okay, didn't they?
Yeah, I think we did all right. Like I said, we redeemed ourselves a little bit.
All of a sudden, me and Wyatt looked at each other about halfway through the show, said 8 for 47. Isn't looking so bad after all. Yeah, number 1, we're going to go to One Bad Bonder. He was second up here last year. I mean, I love the tractor. It runs very, very strong on the IPL side of things and runs PPO. I mean, he's in the mix no matter where we are.
Agree.
Yep. Let's go jump over to the only alcohol group for the day part of things. We're going to go to New York for number 12 in the forced decision. He's been fighting that thing. It seems like all year long.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. I mean, it's a full Blackburn setup in the tractor. Just didn't seem to put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah. Number 11 is going to be Loud and Light, the Phillips family. They love to drive this green one, but it hasn't shown that kill factor that I like to see yet.
And also, this one has not ran in Louisville before.
No.
Right. Yeah, I don't. The frame of this tractor, this machine's been around for, I don't know, going on like 6 or 7 years, and I just don't trust it. There's a gremlin in there somewhere.
Yeah. That's going to go up to number 10. And whenever we were making this, I kind of fought for this one to be higher because of the pass he made last year. He was going to win it if he didn't run out of bounds. And he's also leading off the class today is Kessler in the night shift. I'm excited to see what this thing does today. I really am.
It definitely has potential. It runs really hard in the ITPA circuit and some on Lucas Oil.
Yeah. He proved in Wheatland, Missouri, he can run with them. He proved it. Thing's beautiful, too. Number 9, we're going to go to the field sobriety of Bobby Jones. I don't know. That could be a wild card. I feel like we have more wild cards in this class more than anything.
Yeah. I think the next one, based on what we saw out of it the last time it ran, we shorted this one.
Very much so.
We could have shorted a lot of tractors on this list, let's be honest, because this you keep looking up the list, this thing's loaded for bear.
If this thing if it runs even remotely as the way it did at Murfreesboro, we're gonna be eating humble pie on this one. We really will.
Yep. And the one we're talking about on the edge, Martin Daniel. How do you do in Murfreesboro? You win it
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
with authority.
with authority.
I know he won one night. Phillips might have got him the next. I don't remember. I thought he swept it though. I just can't remember. Number 7 is going to be the Alter Ego. I think we all know why. We know the Stretcher's a top 3 or 4 drafter. It's the dang gremlins he's had to fight with that thing, with the head and everything.
Yeah, it's like first or fireball seems to be the way this one goes.
Right now it's on the streak of first because of Missouri and then out in Windsor, Nebraska with the Outlaws. I mean, it came back and came back hard. I personally think that's low, but that's just me.
It's hard to run track nonetheless. I mean,
Just
full
depends.
Mondovi setup. Picklers are down here to help them, and I trust them. But they didn't have as much luck last year. Saw the whole thing in the head last year, but knock on wood, cross your fingers. Hopefully, it doesn't do it this year.
Yeah. Number 6, we're going to go to Extremely Insane. He had a really, really good year. And this is another one that I feel like it's low. If it runs remotely like it did at Murfreesboro, we're gonna be in for a show today. I think we're gonna have a pull off today. That's gonna be my bold prediction. I say we have a pull off in Light Super today.
I could see that very easily. You get those 2 or 3 guys who will hit the tune up and they'll be head and shoulders above everybody else, and they'll wind up.
He's one of them. Whenever it comes to this pool, that tractor shows up at this pool. It drives me insane.
Mm-hmm. This top half is gonna probably prove if we have a pull off, it's gonna be this top half too, or basically any of them. So number 5, one you see a lot, Tennessee Track, Jake Fuquay.
Yeah. I love Tennessee Tracks 88. It's absolutely beautiful.
One of the most historic light supers or supers in general. Whenever it is Super 2,
Dude, whenever I was like 4 or 5 years old, I was still watching that thing as a diesel.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing's been going across the floor in Freedom Hall for 30 plus years.
And Jacob
knows
Jacob's
its way.
into his own over the years. Whenever Mr. J sadly left us, Jacob, y'all, a lot of people might not know, but he ran 2-wheel drive truck, and while his dad ran the super stock for a long, long time, and he was very, very, very successful in 2-wheel drive trucks.
Yep.
But unfortunately, they had a shop fire that the tractor was still in the trailer, so they were just able to move the truck and the trailer out of the way, but unfortunately, it got the truck. So after that, Mr. Fuquay's health was not great, so they just stuck with the tractor. And Jacob has come into his own with Tennessee Tracks.
Yep.
Very hard to run. Let's see what he does.
Yeah.
Going to number 4.
Yeah, that's boy.
One I see a lot. Gunpowder and Lead, Marcus Wilson. Talked to him yesterday. They fixed some problems with the tractor. They're real excited to see what they could do with this setup. They're gonna load it up. They're gonna load it up and try and send it through the sand pile.
Yeah.
Well,
They're excited.
They're really excited for this. So let's just see if the excitement continues.
Without revealing the rest of our top 3, I mean, people know who's entered in this class. But what does it say about light supers that our top 4 have names like Armed and Dangerous for 2 of them, Detonator, and Gunpowder and Lead? What are we trying to say here?
If only
Firepower.
we had Extremely Insane at number 5.
Dang. That is just the names in this class tell you a lot about what's going on.
Oh, good grief. Charles, what are we trying to say with that?
Stand back.
We don't really have anywhere to run.
Nope.
We're sitting at.
Nope, you're right. You're
it's
right.
coming like right here. Oh man. Yeah, number 3, we're gonna go up to Weyauwega, Wisconsin.
Weyauwega.
Detonator Black.
Adam Spiegelberg, no stranger to farm show.
He's been a fan favorite this week already.
Let's just say it's been interesting. We're ready to see what this thing can do. Grand National Champ. I'm I'm excited to see it.
Uh,
Spielberg's.
I am. Me too.
Yeah.
And who isn't ever excited to see this thing run? So it's probably one of the best looking tractors. It looks like something straight out of Transformers. It's awesome.
It's unique.
Yep. So number 2, number 1, they're going to come out of the same place. We're going to have Considered Armed and Dangerous for number 2. And who is driving Considered? Josh is driving Considered Armed and Dangerous today.
And then Terry's driving Excessive Force.
Yeah.
I think
That's why I like Excessive Force.
Yes.
Is Terry. Terry has a tendency to like that tractor.
And then if it continues the same success it had in the summer with how many wins it had, it dominated the summer. Let's just be real. It dominated. And if they haven't changed anything, and they usually don't, I knock on wood to be safe. I think we could see Blackburn for sure in the top 3 on podium.
I think all 3 of us, when it came to this one, between the 2 of them, we were picking the driver more than the tractor. And if Brian Korth was in the seat of one of them, we'd be picking that one.
Yeah. But I mean, but Josh got first place. Right? Anyway.
HD's on a roll.
Yep.
This one, I think might be the most colorful / mixed class I've ever seen of a pro stock.
It's still
yet this weekend.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
We have
11.
Deere. Well, we have Deere. We have Fendt. We have Massey Ferguson. We have IH, and different engine combinations and lots of interesting stuff going on here. So this is good. I'm really interested to see this one because we also get to see some guys from across the border come.
Yeah, we're gonna go to number 11. Is gonna be Think Green, but Josh Martin, he's leading it off today. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna say Chris Keane last night with the first hook had a really good pass.
Hopefully we don't have the boom to go with it.
Yeah, if history repeats itself though with the pass, it could play in his favor very well. Haven't seen the Martins out much since last year, so we'll see how they adapt and see what they do.
Yeah, Charles, what do you think?
I think we're probably on track with our predictions for this class, but like we've seen all weekend, this could really go anywhere.
Yeah. Number 11 is going to be the Never Giving Up, or number 10 is going to be Never Giving Up. My bad.
This is the new Fendt. This is Craig Ladwig's new tractor.
What tractor are we talking about?
The Fendt.
I haven't seen it yet.
The black one.
I know. I'm being funny.
Who hasn't seen it yet?
Oh my gosh, it was everywhere yesterday.
Hey, we heard it start up last night.
Yeah, 12:30 this morning. They were testing some stuff, make sure everything was ready for today. Craig's excited. The boys are excited. Everybody's excited, and the buzz it created yesterday before they rolled it out.
Yeah,
let's just say you could probably peek in the window before they debuted it and see the front, but you could not get close with a phone.
Yeah,
So
I think this thing's going to be ether hungry. I think this is going to be one of those where you're one of the guys just literally like stand right there with his weight on his back leg, just ready to launch off to get away from the tractor before it takes off.
Yeah, Glenn Valentine last night, they're home 2 cans of ether from the turbocharger.
Yeah.
It was eating every bit of it up. So
and it was still wanting to die.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm interested to see. I hope I give nothing but good luck to Craig. I hope he does very well.
Yeah.
I wish him nothing but the best, and let's see what it does.
I'm excited to get that big old charger on there too.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of big chargers, up to number 9, going across the border.
It's been here before, but not with the driver.
Right. High Roland Deere, LaGrange family out of Canada, the old CP Dream 2 tractor. History, it's had very good success, but it hasn't ran in the States for a while. Very hard runner. I mean, it's got the potential. Wild card nonetheless.
Yeah, this was going to be my wild card for the day. They ran with the old CP Dream 1 on Wednesday. I don't know.
It's fresh. I mean, it just they on the way down they went through Shipley's and got all updated. So,
did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully, as long as it lights, I think it'll be fine. Just point it.
Yep,
it'll be fine.
Yep. Number 8. I think this might be one of the coolest wind-up tractors ever. In Rolling Stone, Tim Stone. It's good tractor. I think just averaging out from when we made this poll that we kind of agreed that 8 is fair, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily the season he wanted to have, I'm sure. They kind of just bounced around and ran where they wanted to, though, too.
We'll see. They've been in this for a long time. So
Yeah.
number 7, the Badge State champion and Blaine Stam and Stampede. It's been a while since he's been at Farm Show. He knows what to do, though, and I'm really excited to see how he does. I mean, he likes to be really aggressive off the starting line, and
If he breaks it loose and it sticks,
I'm excited to see
we're
what he
going to
does.
have at least one red in the finals.
Yeah.
I hope.
Up to number 6, and the only V8 of the afternoon. Carlton Cope in the Warpath.
Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you for not being a big block John Deere.
Yes, it is a V8 Perkins. So
We were all scared to death about that.
I would say, but it created some funny buzz.
It did, but still, you know.
Keep it right on rolling. Steve Wishmeyer and the Whiskey Wild comes in at number 5 for us.
Oh, so you're trying this?
Yep, Steve.
okay.
Steve is driving because Jack drove barely getting by the other night.
Yeah.
Had a win this past season. It's got very good potential. Wild card, I'd say, or one that could win this thing. But these top 4, with who's driving every one of these, this is the who's who.
Yeah, number 4. Go for it. Carl, what were you going to say?
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought I heard you say something. Number 4, we're going to go to Real Deer of Indiana. Mr. Wagler. I mean, what else can you say about him? He dominated that 4-1 class when he was in it. He's still learning this pro stock, I'd say, because I mean it's a learning curve. There's no doubt. And
I think the most interesting I've seen from Justin so far is that he changed the fenders on it to look like the old Real Deer.
Sure did.
So it's got the original 60-30 fenders on it, not the Wheatlands anymore. So I wonder if he changed anything else is the only thing I'm curious about.
I doubt it.
For a guy who when he had the 4.1 lived on a dynamometer, I guarantee he's changed something because he's always looking.
Yeah.
Looking for every bit of horsepower and every bit of data he can get.
If you're not looking, though, are you evolving
Right.
and gaining?
Right. And number 3 is one of those who looks and evolves from new stuff in the Pro Stock class. As in Lemke New Generation Plus, the Lemke family, such a history in Pro Stock class. Esden still learning and getting knowledge, and just he's taking this Pro Stock class by storm, I'd say. And nonetheless, top contender.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go for it. Loud and Heavy X. We had this guy sitting in front of us last night, actually. We didn't realize it till later on. Return of the Boyds to driving at least one time.
This tractor is no stranger to being in the Boyd stable. This was one of their old tractors.
This is probably his that he drove.
Probably.
Honestly and truly.
I'm
so excited. This is the one I've been looking forward to all weekend long. I mean, I grew up watching the Boyds drive, and I just get giddy with excitement whenever I see Boyd and Pro Stock together again.
We knew that Boyds were out for a little bit, but we didn't know how long. And when we saw Mike Boyd come up on the list for the farm show, we're like, okay.
I would say though that this is probably just a one-time engagement. They're not back yet.
But nonetheless, Boyd still running the Pro Stock in a farm show session.
Oh man, it's just I can't wait.
We'll have to see.
I know I might be that the fanboy in me from whenever I was a little kid is kind of coming out a little bit right now. I'll be honest, because I mean they used to jump down here and run with us. Never Mid-South had a Pro Stock class, and I mean them, Wishmeyer, Typin. It was nothing unusual for them to show up down here back in the early 2000s.
Right.
But number 1, I think we all came to a pretty easy consensus that Rampage was going to be your top seed for this one that's off this year.
Yep. Like Danny says, we're not good. We're just lucky. And
I think when you're good enough, you make your own luck, and they make their own luck.
Yeah, we spent a little time with him last night on the show.
Yeah, we did.
Not much, but about 20 minutes.
And honestly, I'd rather be lucky than good. And Danny
Yeah.
hope he's exactly that today. He's going to round out the pro stock class. He is the last hook of the pro stock class.
Mhm.
So let's see if he pulls a Toma from this past season and ends it with a bang. So that's what we've got. Grand National Champion number 1,
Yeah.
Rampage. This could be all types of mixed around like last night too, but
Oh yeah.
who knows?
Yeah. Oh snap! It's 10:45 already too.
Yep.
Dang it.
Well, this is the session for noon, and we'll see
Yeah.
who makes the finals.
Yeah.
So if it's anything like last night, we should be in for a treat.
Yeah. Let's go over who won last night. Ashelman took the win in limited pros last night.
Yep.
That was something. I wish I would have had a video of his celebration after he.
You know what? The victory lane for excuse me, for the 4.1s between him and Hartman, it was kind of heavy. It was there was some emotion there. It was nice. I really appreciated it.
That just goes to show how much farm show means to so many of these drivers that come here from all over the world. I mean, and I've said that all week long. I said it really puts into perspective for me. I mean, I've been lucky enough to go to the farm show multiple years in a row. I mean, being so close to home. I mean, I'm only 2 hours from home from here.
Right.
So, I mean, it puts it in perspective for me. And I mean, it just gets me all the more excited and sends chills down my spine for, I hope, when I get the chance to jump in my seat and pull on this track down here.
Winner tool drive. Keep going with winners. Winner tool drives last night. Guy we knew we had too low. Michael White in the addiction truck, and proved that he is here to play and he can win. So
I'm not gonna lie, I really thought Renee was gonna win that last night.
she was dang close when Mike laid down a heck of a pass.
So who ended up being your 4th tractor? I missed it.
4th truck.
Did Barbara end up making it?
4th truck?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't
don't
remember either.
honestly.
Mayhill was number 4.
Mayhill was number 4.
Yeah.
When Mayhill, Theobald, Addiction, and then Chastain. Not Chastain, but Richardson.
Man, that truck's pretty. I was sitting beside somebody last night. They were like, "You like that?" I'm like, yeah, that gray like that. Absolutely, I do. That thing's pretty." And then HD won Super Stock Diesel last night after the chaos.
After the chaos that ensued,
Yeah.
and
then we had Rowan won pro last night.
yeah, Jason Round with the Instigator. The old bootlegger tractor won the pro stocks last night. River Rat was number 2, and then Injected Funds of Brent Meyer was number 3.
I don't want to say this in like a bad light. That I was surprised, especially being a farm show rookie.
I wouldn't disagree with that, honestly.
Being a farm show rookie, I mean, it seemed like it was kind of rookie's road last night. Top 3 wise,
A little bit.
I was like, huh.
But I mean, having a little bit of experience on the pro stock, even though it was only the first year last year, Rowan and Meyer, they still proved that they can learn real quick.
Yeah, they did.
So it's
It
gonna
was
be
fun.
it's gonna be interesting to see who stacks up where today. If it's anything like yesterday, we were in for a treat, like I said, and
This afternoon session, it's always chaos. I mean, if it's light pro or light super, we're gonna have some chaos somewhere today.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Especially light pro.
Oh yeah,
I might see a wheel go flying or 2.
it wouldn't be a farm show without one.
Yeah, the first year they brought those there, you know where we're sitting, right?
Mhm.
It was on the other side directly from where we're sitting, where that tire cooks nearly 8 people.
We'll have to see. Like you said, it's not a farm show without it. So anyway, that's where we got the afternoon session sitting. Hopefully it's good.
Charles, you watching again today?
Yeah, I'll be watching this afternoon. Tonight might be a wild card. Got some family stuff we're supposed to do, so I don't know if I'll watch all of tonight, but I will be this afternoon.
Sweet.
Well,
All right, you ready to go pulling?
let's go bowling.
Let's go pulling,
All
baby.
right. Have fun, guys.
All right, see you, Charles.
See you, everybody.